Welcome back to Faith and Praise. My name is Brother Harry Brunson. We have a very special guest with us today. On the program, we have Mr. Curtis Franklin. Welcome to Faith and Praise.
Welcome.
Amen. For the Curtis Franklin, he is a technician that travels with many groups that you see when it comes to Tommy Ellison, the Mighty Clouds, Willie Neal, and
Slim Supreme Angels, Shirley Seager. I had opportunity to travel just about all of them that sang gospel.
all right. Being a technician, what does that involve?
Well, a lot of groups, you know what I'm saying, now up to the modern type music, a lot of them have a lot of their sound that comes through their PA system, which a lot of them are familiar with. That's the microphones, amplifiers, and whatever. So, you know, that got a lot to do with the amplifiers, microphone, you know what I'm saying, a lot of their music.
Do you work the keyboard or just the speakers and amps?
Now, a lot of people think it's a keyboard, but it's more like of a PA system. It's like what they call a mixing board. Some of them has got like 26 tracks. You get a 36 track, but it's not really a keyboard. It's really just a mixing board.
Okay. And working with Tommy Ellison, you say you're with him now.
Yeah, I've worked with Tommy quite a while. That's more like, you know, we call him Dad. You know, I've been with him like, say, 13, 14 years, so that would be home for me.
Okay. How did it come about that you became Mr. Ellison technician?
Well, back in, I say, 82, I think it was, I was in college at the time taking up robotics and electronics. And they had just got a brand new sound system and no one was quite familiar with it. And my uncle, which is Brother Dennis, the guitar player for Tommy, I was out of school on summer school and he invited me to go along with him on tour one weekend, and I did. So we went along on tour. We went to Texas and came back through Louisiana and all that. And, you know, I had fun. I made a lot of money. So, you know, I'm like, well, I don't have to go to school now. I got a job. So that's how it went about.
Okay. And from Tommy Ellison,
From Tommy Ellison, I was fortunate enough to go with, well, Reverend Howard Hunt. Most people know as Slim and Supreme Angels. So I stayed with Slim about 2 or 3 years. Which I liked it fairly well over at Slim, but we had an unfortunate incident. During the time, Brother Daniel Scott, Reverend Hunt's second lead singer, we was out in Vegas and Brother Scott had a massive heart attack, so that sort of like bothered me a lot. So, you know, I came in and I stayed home for about 6 months to a year, and then I went back along with Tommy.
Okay. And with Slim, you say you're back with Tommy now?
Yes.
Okay. And you say you work with Darryl McFadden?
I've also worked for Darryl McFadden. You know, when I was working with Brother Darryl McFadden, I was doing his booking. I was did a lot of his dates for him. He was just getting started, and a lot of us that was in that group, Brother Bob Evans, Brother Kevin Cloud, Brother Ed Johnson, all those was together when we was with Slim. A lot of those guys come from Slim and Supreme Angels. So, you know, by all us being out of New York, we always said if we got something to work and we was going to all come back together, so all of us came back together and form the Singing Disciples, Brother Darryl McFadden.
Okay. Whenever you tour different places, how do you go about knowing where to go and know what direction, what city?
Well, it all depends on who I'm on tour with. If I'm going out on tour with certain groups, they normally give you an itinerary. They normally fax me an itinerary either to my hometown or either I catch them at a concert somewhere and they give me an itinerary on where they're going to be at. So I'll know, just where to meet them at.
Okay. What are some of the most memorable places you have traveled, with Slim or Tommy Ellison or any other group?
Well, the first most memorable place I got to go was with Slim, Supreme Angels. We had a chance to go to Alaska. And, the trip was pretty long. It took us like 18 hours on flight, but it was very well, you know what I'm saying? We stayed over there like 2 weeks, and it was during the time that it was no darkness, It got 6 months daylight, 6 months darkness. So it was during the time that, it was no daylight. And then I got a chance to leave the States to go to France along with Brother Darryl McFadden and the Fantastic Disciples. But the most exciting place I think I went was right here in the States. I had a chance to go to the Grammy Award with the Mighty Clouds of Joy.
Okay. Well, Mr. Franklin, we know that when we go to concerts, we see Tommy Ellison and we see Slim and Supreme Angels, and we always see a person moving around, making things happen, and that's you.
Most of the time, that's me.
Well, today we're happy to have you here on Faith and Praise.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
And it's an honor, to see you again whenever I go to travel to the Joyce Singers concert.
Well, I'll be there. I think they want to hire me too.
All right, well, would that mean that you'll be here in Wilmington?
Well, fortunately, if no bad luck, sometime around the last of the year or the first of '98, I'm hoping to make Wilmington my home.
Amen. All right. And well, I'm quite sure I'll be seeing you around then.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Well, like I say, it's been a pleasure having you here on Faith and Praise.
It was a pleasure being here.
And we hope to have you again, soon.
Okay. God bless.
God bless.